Welcome, everybody, to yet another goddamn horror podcast. I am one of your hosts. I am Ryan Danley, coming to you from Portland, Oregon. I kind of miss when Portland was considered a war zone, and nobody's even talking about it anymore. It's a real shame.
It passed.
It passed, but I'm quitting the podcast, guys.
Yeah.
Again.
Yep. Again.
Great.
This week, I am going to become a professional watch guy. I never really liked
This was
watches.
last week or a few weeks ago.
Was it?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think you were a
Yeah.
professional.
He got on the TikTok. He started watching that guy on TikTok about watches, and he was going to quit the show for it.
Yeah.
You absolutely already quit the show for watches.
Okay. Damn it.
How's your watch business going?
I haven't even gotten one yet.
Your fucking watchery.
I haven't gotten
whatever
one.
it is.
I haven't even gotten one watch yet.
Hey,
did you know like a
hey,
G-Shock?
Hey, I got to stop in here.
Oh
my
shit.
God.
Shit.
I got
It's
Is
Sugar.
Sugar Plum Gary.
Sugar Plum Gary shows up out of nowhere.
What do you mean out of nowhere? I never left last year. I've been the fourth member. I've been the fourth member of this podcast the whole time.
Christ, we've had you on hold for so long, Gary. We're so
that's
sorry.
okay. I mean, I've really been kind of just listening to a lot, but I just want to remind everybody that time and space is not real.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if Ryan
Fair.
wants to
Fair.
play with his toys, I think that is good. It's time is one of the more gentler lies, of course. The most vicious lie is that money is real, that we told each other. So if you need a job, whatever keeps you alive, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
For Ryan, it's
I
apparently
definitely-
watches.
I want. I'm a big fan of two of you, so I want.
Wait, are you going to tell us which two, or do we just have to just?
I think I know that I'm
live
the one
in
that's
threat
not
state.
liked.
Listen, we have to fight it out every week to be the one, to be the two that Sugar Plum
Yeah.
Gary likes. There's always a
Yes.
loser every week.
Yeah, no, I mean, what is failure? I mean, you obviously, all three of you are very familiar with that concept, which is much more real than time. But, I think that the best thing that anybody can get on Christmas, which I see that you all got on this Christmas today, the best gift that we can get is waking up. So there we go.
Yeah, I feel like that fucking depends on the day, to be really honest.
Some
Sometimes
days
that's not
where-
quite a gift.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can be the worst gift that we get.
Right.
Not all gifts are good gifts,
On
guys.
this
We have to
Christmas.
remember that. Not all
I mean,
gifts are good.
definitely. Yes.
I feel like people will say a lot. Oh, somebody thinks it's really positive. Say every day you wake up above ground, it's a good day. And I'm like, these people haven't had to fill out a bunch of paperwork or have to find a parking space or, you know what I mean? Like it's
I've
like
also been below ground. I spent some time down there, and it's not boring.
Have you, Sugar Plum? Have you ever? Can I
call
call
me
you Sugar
Shug.
Plum?
My friends call me Shug.
Shug. Okay, Shug. Shug. Have you ever met Krampus?
Grandpas?
Yeah.
Grandpas?
Oh, yeah.
Grandpas.
Krampus's grandpa. Yeah.
Grandpas are terrifying.
They are terrible.
They are
Okay,
the
cool.
old
All right.
gods. They are the things that made the things that made us.
okay.
They come
It's
from
true.
places. Some of them don't exist anymore. They say words out loud that nobody should say.
I feel like it's most grandpas for sure.
Yeah. So I didn't realize that there was more than one Krampus. There's a lot of them, is what you're telling me?
Grandpas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, your Portland accent is kind of confusing to me.
Thought there was only one. Krampus.
One grandpa.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Wow,
okay, there's
that
just one.
yeah.
No,
yeah,
there's
they're-
more. Okay, there must be.
They're
more.
wandering.
Okay.
They're out there.
I mean, do you get on with the Krampas more than you do Saint Nick?
Wait, Stanicholas is what we're talking?
Yeah, yes.
That guy.
Yeah,
that guy.
Stanicholas. Okay, so
The designer.
I see,
You guys know, right?
I
Okay.
see where we're at right
Okay.
here. We're at right here. So we're kind of dealing with some seasonalist kind of propaganda. It's not your fault. You all look
We
like
slip into it occasionally.
You all look like you're the products of the public education system.
Speaking of failures,
the propaganda of the soda companies and the government of what that Christmas is a certain thing, that it's just one day a year. That and then this idea of Stonicheless, Santa Claus, Rom, Santa has a lot of different names here. And so if you're asking if I get along, and it depends on, are we talking about the Coca-Cola Santa?
No, I'm talking about like old school Father Christmas, skinny
Father
Santa,
Christmas, Father
like
Time,
friends with Cthulhu.
He carries like the old school like German one that carries an evergreen on his shoulder, and he carries switches to beat children, and he only gives kids like nuts and berries and shit.
I don't know. That sounds like Coke Santa. That sounds like to me.
So here was that.
No, I mean Coke Santa, not Coca-Cola Santa. That sounds like Coke Santa.
So honestly, I am a Santanist, but I have to be clear. I've only met him the once. Back at the Rankin Bass Home for Unfortunate Children, the orphanage where I grew up. I didn't believe in Christmas. I didn't believe in Santa. I thought it was a lie that only rich kids could afford to believe in. Until that magical Christmas night when Santa came to visit, and I was the only survivor. And we did, though, only meet the once. And he didn't say anything to me. He just looked into my eyes, and I looked back into most of his.
Okay.
So, how many eyes does he have?
Enough.
Which is also coincidentally too many.
Very much. He has very much eyes. Very much. But, and we're going with, all of the best lies, right? All of the best propaganda has truth in it that has been perverted. And so that is what the soda companies and the government have done over the years, and so the further you go back, you go kind of closer to the idea of what Santa actually is, so does that answer your question?
Yeah. I mean, enough.
That busts out some of the Santa / Sot Nicholas.
Stanicholas.
Stanicholas. That would
Stanicholas.
Or the more calm version of Santa Claus. Yeah.
Have you had a problem? I mean, so if you follow us and you've been on this podcast,
I've been part of it. In fact, I don't know if Graham and I have been roommates for a while.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
I'm really good at standing still. That is,
it's incredible.
Standing still in a quiet place. I've had a lot of roommates over the years. I spend my time in a lot of basements, and it seems that half the time, most of the time, that my roommates don't know I'm their roommate.
I like that. That's like a guerrilla roommate. You know what I mean? It's like, I like that. It's I think we all need that a little bit in our lives, because I think hearing those stories makes people adds excitement to people's lives, because they think that it could be happening to them.
I think the most polite thing that you can do when you're a roommate is stand quietly directly behind someone. Not too close that they can hear, they can feel the breath on the back of their neck. Although there was a few times, Graham, I couldn't resist. I just wanted to, remind you that you were alive and give you a little pick-me-up.
It worked every time.
Yeah. But you know what they say, if you can smell their hair, they know you are there. So it's
that's the saying.
That is the
classic standard.
I have to ask if you're angry with me because of my my heightened anti holidays
I thought he was going to ask because of the lack of
Reddit.
hair, because you can't smell your hair.
Yeah,
So.
no.
Well, there. I mean, if people don't have hair on the outside, they have hair on the inside.
That's a fact.
Fair.
That's fair. But I have a heightened anti-holiday stance since the world has been so tough. I've been a little harder on the holidays. I've been referring to it this year as Cringemas. And what do you think about that?
Are you saying that I am? Are you asking? First of all, I mean, you sing your own song, right? Does it really matter what I think? Because I'm not blowing.
Well, I
horn.
mean, but I do like out of all of Christmas stuff, like the movie's rare exports and Sugar Plum Gary are the only two things that I relate to Christmas that have value.
Well,
so that's what I mean. So it does matter to me.
What is happening to you is your mind and heart and body are rejecting the propaganda of the soda companies and the government, right?
Yes.
A part of you is, and so this is why people don't like Christmas, right? Because it's this idea that it's just one day a year and you have to opt in, right? And there's these obligations where are you so here's an example of this whole war on Christmas idea, which maybe you feel that you are on one side of. Okay. Are you familiar with the concept of the beach? It's a fantastic place. You should definitely check it out.
You like if I go to at the place with sand and water?
Where land meets sea. Yeah.
Yes. I've heard of it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And there's this thing that happens called the tide, where the tide goes out. And it reveals just this beautiful expanse of sand, full of possibility. You can make a sandcastle. You can look for that other set of footprints. Watch out for that guy. You have so many things you can do. But the thing is, that tide will come back. And then it will go out again. And that sandcastle will be gone. But do you think that the ocean, in all its truth and all its mass, cares about the sandcastle's war against the ocean?
I mean, yeah, probably not. So I mean, I get what you're saying. So like what you're saying is I'm the sandcastle, and
no, I'm saying that the Christmas that the soda companies and the government, these rules, that's the sandcastle. And you are trying to swim in the ocean.
Okay.
Which is the trueness, right?
Sure. Yes.
So maybe, it's hard to breathe this oxygen they're giving us. What I'm saying is dig deep into these feelings.
Saying that you have to swim in the ocean to be part of Sugar Plum Gary's Christmas.
No,
so that you can,
I'm saying the ocean is there for, the ocean's being the ocean. Here's another. Are you familiar with the concept of the light switch?
Yes.
Okay, it's an amazing device. Yes, I recommend checking it out.
When I was a kid, if you had a paddle light switch in your house, I thought you were really wealthy. That was like one of those things that, like, if you went to somebody's house and they had a paddle, you know what I mean, as opposed to like the sticky one up, like the paddle one. Like everybody who had that, like, I thought was like wealthy. I thought like they could have anything they wanted. So unlike me. So yeah, go ahead.
Well, have you ever used one?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of how, Graham, are you familiar with this?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
So these light switches, I just want you to feel included.
No, I appreciate it.
There we go. I know how lonely you can be.
I know.
You didn't even notice him in your corner.
I know. It took a while.
No, sometimes friends, which, I as one of Graham's best friends, which I have friends as well. It's just about being lonely together sometimes.
Sure.
But so the light switch, there's this device that when you switch it, the lights go on. And then you hit it again and the lights go off. But here's the thing. There is no switch for the dark. The dark is always there. you cannot turn off the dark. So does that explain it, Jonas?
Yeah. Listen, if there's anybody that knows that the dark is always there, it's Jonas. So yeah. That's you're speaking to me.
You can turn on
Gary.
false Christmas, but you cannot turn off true Christmas, right? This thing
Black
that we're
Christmas
in. I mean,
that's the real Christmas.
I would like to think that there's just one Christmas for everybody, but if you need to segregate, I mean,
listen, I'm not a fan of White Christmas, so like,
yeah,
no.
That movie sucked.
But it's I mean, Santa has many names. We've talked about it: Stanicholas, Father Christmas, Father Time, Crom. But one of them is also Ro G. Biv.
Oh,
because all
the colors.
Yeah.
All right. I like that.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like, that means like he's a rainbow. That's like kind of the alpha omega sort of thing, right? Like, is that what you're kind of trying to say?
I'm not that familiar with vegetables and kind of health food crazes. I subsist entirely on eggnog.
Yeah. You should stay away from the alpha fatty acids, but the omega fatty acids, those ones are good.
You all got it's I'm talking to three health nuts here.
Clearly. Yeah.
So,
anybody knows about vitamins, us fucking assholes.
I was late because I was getting Star Crunches.
See, exactly. Yeah.
So,
is that the exercise you were doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for our listeners who don't know, Shug, how did you get involved in, being a Christmas icon?
Okay. Icon. Well, thank you.
Yes.
For me, Christmas is in my heart. And if it wasn't, and if my heart wasn't in my body, I'd die. I think really, that night where I met Santa is when I stopped being just Gary. I found my Christmas name, Sugar Plum, because of all the visions that now dance in my head. Now, I wander the world and this moderately popular podcast to a small niche group of people, learning and sharing about Christmas. And it's really about kind of unlearning sometimes and reeling, that they like to tell you they talk all the time, the soda companies and the government, about the reason for the season. But for them, it's the exact opposite of reason,
Right.
Breaking logic. It's this madness, this collective mania that we all have to buy in, so we don't necessarily see the truth, open our minds, and allow ourselves to exist in the universe, which is not always kind.
Sure.
Fair.
But it is also not intentionally cruel all the time, much like the machinations of the soda companies and the government keeping us in this lie. But the real Advent calendar has 365 doors on it, and they all open from the inside.
That is
incredible.
That is heavy.
He has opened up our minds and hearts.
I do have a question.
Yes.
And I don't mean to put you on the spot or anything, Shug, but
that's Mr. Plum to you.
Mr. Plum. You don't seem to have any Christmas decorations up yet, and it's December.
How dare you?
I mean,
and is there a reason for that?
You're talking about my roommates.
Yeah, but directly behind you, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh well, this is at my house.
This is one of his many visits.
Well, actually, let's look what they have. So, but okay. So decorations. What are we talking? What are these Christmas decorations, Graham?
Well, like a tree and some
There is
maybe.
but one true tree, and its branches scrape the heavens, and its roots go back through time, and we are all just ornaments impaled on its needles.
Cool.
Perfect.
You asked, Graham.
I
You
did.
got your fucking answer is what
I
you
did.
got.
What about twinkly lights?
Well, twinkly lights. Okay. Well, so let's talk about that. Twinkling lights. Like what? What is the purpose of the twinkle? It's sending a message whether or not you want it to be. So, do you want to be seen?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's so, but not everybody necessarily needs that attention.
It's true. I am
And
an
I would be
attention
careful.
whore.
I would
Yeah.
twinkle intentionally because those lights are spelling something, and you want to make sure it's.
I'm
what you
sending the
want.
right message. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
think
so
that the
maybe
government?
it's-
Do you think that the government put those lights out there to be able to see you? Is that
Well,
are
I
they
mean,
a
it's-
government
I
plant?
think it's really like if you do it right, like what how great it is if the cattle serve themselves up to slaughter, have that be the part of things. So when saying, oh, this is something that you should do, here's the rope, so just kind of going there. Yeah.
The lights make sense now because I know that the government does things to divert our attention away from the really crazy shit that's happening. So maybe that's what the lights are.
Yeah, the soda companies and the government is this. So it's again this forced buy-in, right? This thing, this forced buy-in. They're all about, people having, acting a certain way and going through this. But if you make people think it's their idea, oh, we have to set up lights, or we have to go in the woods and murder this living thing and drag it into our house so it will slowly rot over a period of months, and
just get a Christmas tree. Yeah.
You could just you could perhaps.
So
I mean,
you're saying
there's many of living things in the woods that can be killed and dragged into my
stay
house to
away,
rot.
and you can always put lights on them if you want.
No, right?
But so you're saying to be safe and to show true Christmas, or if I'm trying to find the true meaning of Christmas, don't fuck with the lights and stick with the stabby tree, time tree.
Okay, what I love? I love when people try.
Fair. It's fair.
So, well, no, you can do the lights, right?
Okay,
But that should be a choice.
but make sure they're putting
not
out the right
obligation.
signal.
Well, yeah. I mean, so you go that. So maybe
Okay.
if you get lights, you want to say, like, what is the source? What is this? Am I part of this broken system there? But I mean, lights, sometimes you want to be seen, and sometimes it's good. But there's also this idea too. What they like to do, the soda companies and the government, is like, well, you only have this period to shine, right? This is the only time that you decorate your place joyfully. This is the only time that you let the lights shine. This idea that it's regulated and controlled by social mandate.
Okay. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of tinsel? Are you a fan of tinsel, Shug?
Tinsel.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I knew that we would be talking about AI eventually.
Okay, that's fair.
But what really is the soul made of? It could matter. And I have met many things, and it feels like right now, obviously, what we have in our hearts is blood. But
At times.
yeah.
Sometimes it's pure hatred. My God.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the blood is always there until
I think so.
until it
too,
gets
yeah.
really interesting.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If it's
But
not, this is a
as
really weird
far as
podcast.
the concept of a tin soul, of a thing not made of flesh that has feelings, I know that is the case. But who am I to judge what one's soul is made of?
It's fair. It's totally fair.
Well, I mean, isn't that
Unless
part
it's
of your
tin.
what what are your specific like do you have powers?
Huh. Or like what do you mean? I
Well,
mean,
like all of the Christmas
Can you look at somebody and tell if they're naughty or nice?
oh, okay. So we're doing a lot of work with Graham today. I see that you have fallen into another one of the big lies, the naughty nice binary. And this is a huge problem in civilization. This idea that people can only be a this or a that, that you have to choose, when in fact everything exists on a spectrum that should be celebrated and acknowledged. So I think that there is just one list, and all of our names are on it, and it is just ordered next and eventually.
Ooh. God
That's
damn,
accurate, is what that is.
Yeah.
that is 100% accurate.
So here's what I think we're coming around to, is you're kind of trying to find a right way to Christmas. You're shedding these ideas from the soda companies and the government, these rules and things. And then as you're opening eyes and seeing, think the only advice that somebody can give you is their experience, right? And maybe that is not your path. And there are many windy paths, some of them dark, some of them too bright, through Christmas. And as someone who's walked through a lot of doors, I can only show you and share what I have seen and found. But I'm not here to put a new law down.
Gotcha.
Just to tell you, I'm just here to break the false laws.
Well, good, because we don't have
Christmas
lawmakers.
dogma.
All of you were talking at the same time. Yes,
we were. It was
Not
just
me.
me and Ryan.
Yeah.
No, Graham's not. No,
you
I was
were
just saying it's
speaking
good.
with your eyes.
I was just saying it was good.
It's a desperate need.
It was good. It's good that you are not here to make laws, because we don't have lawmakers on this show, and we only have lawbreakers on this show.
Yeah.
So that's you fit right in with us, Shug.
Are you kind of speaking to Christmas dogma when you're talking about this, like the sort of
the
like
propaganda that the soda companies and the government perpetuate? Yes, I mean, I think that is a total thing. And as they go, so let's talk about kind of an example of some of the evils that have happened under this false Christmas umbrella. So hopefully you're familiar with polar bears, right?
Totally.
Just beautiful animals. That
they also scream when they poop, which is hilarious and great.
Well, who else screams when they poop? Right, Graham?
This guy right here.
my good roommate here, my ex-roommate Graham.
Every time.
Yeah, it's wow, yeah, and it's I don't know which is more disgusting. Although yes, okay. These things that their fur is actually clear to channel the sun there, and their skin is, they conserve all the warmth they can. They don't even. The only time they tense their bodies is when they are attacking, because they conserve all of that. They're this beautiful, fluid machine that lives at the top of the world. And the soda companies went up there, Coca-Cola went up there, and they said, "Hey, you are amazing. You're here existing in the world, and you may think you have everything, but there's something you don't have." The polar bears said, "Well, what is that?" And they said, "Jobs. We're going to give you jobs. You're going to come work in our marketing department, right? And there's a lot less polar bears now.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I never saw that. You're right.
Yeah, it's right,
It was
right
right
under
there
our noses.
yeah, right there.
Right under our noses.
Full time. Fuck.
Yeah,
Well,
like they did feed them corn syrup. You know what I mean? They fed them soda. You know what I mean? And like, I think that kills humans. Never mind bears. You know?
bears that haven't been introduced to it before.
Yeah,
They got that the first time, and then that's just like crack
yeah,
to them.
Yeah, that's just syrup.
yeah. It's
Straight
just
syrup.
yeah. It's just government subsidized syrup. It really is.
That's exactly what it is.
That thick ooze.
Right.
Yes.
So I have a question because
I do not know what horrid thing they milk to get it.
Oh, gross. I have a question,
Yeah.
Shug, because this is another goddamn horror podcast, and I have a question. Do you have a favorite Christmas horror film?
Or horror film. Well,
Horror,
my favorite, just
horror,
in general, if
just-
you want like a feel good Christmas movie, let's
Of
talk
course.
about those. I think The Shining,
Very feel good.
because
Very-
that's about embracing the spirit, right? And
Right.
spending time with family, which I think is really
it is.
some kind of fundamentals. But there is, of course, they put out a lot of propaganda, the soda companies and the government. And this is a controversial take.
Okay.
Emmett Otter's drug banned Christmas is terrifying. So let's talk about it. It's about this plain poverty-stricken community, right? And you have a mother and son. And she is a washerwoman, and he is a handyman. And then the fat cats in the nice houses, they throw a talent competition, right? And this is their chance. This is their chance to provide for them families. But what do? Emmett puts a hole in his mother's washtub, so she is no longer a washerwoman, but with the dream of his band's going to win this, And then Emmett's mother sells his toolkit so he can no longer be a handyman, so that she can get a dress as she sings in this, right? And at the end of it, the competition happens, and then the Soggy Bottom River Rock and Roll Nightmare Band wins, deservedly so. But and they've realized that they've done these acts, of desperation that are presented as kindness. But what do they get? They get a job. The rich people give them a job, hire them to be the music act there. And so let's break it down. So it's this idea, people will be, the warmth of Christmas. Look what assholes, what
Absolutely.
that kind of justified behavior for the thing is, they both made choices for the other people that they shouldn't. And then what is the thing that they got? A job. So now you get to work directly for the rich people. And maybe you won't starve to death conditionally on your performance. That is terrifying.
It's an emphasis on the maybe, is what that is. Definitely an emphasis on the maybe.
Yeah. Now, do you think there's hope for Ryan as far as the Christmas spirit?
He's the most hopeful here.
Oh,
I'm going to say.
All right.
The whole
Because
time.
I see him. I see his rage, his punching up, the way he operates and keeps swimming. and his resistance to the saccharin, the syrup of the soda companies and the government, he's sweet enough. He doesn't need their sugary crap, right? And he's just buy some true. And he's ready to have that kind of sit in that darkness as opposed to succumbing to the neon propaganda of the soda companies and the government. So I am
probably the nicest
worried about you, Graham.
That's fair.
That is the nicest thing that anybody's ever said about me.
I think I have time for one more question. If you want to,
okay.
A lot of we've kind of got really into it about kind of and I think it's good to this is my favorite political podcast.
Yeah, of course. Now,
but, just in general, just about kind of the Christmas world or anything
Christmas specific. Politics, really?
Well, I mean, I think we've covered that a lot. And
we've covered that.
I am running for political office, representing the Christmas party.
Good.
There we go.
They need it.
My platform is gingerbread.
Nice.
Which is, of course, what I stand on public appearances, and also a solution to feeding the houseless.
I like it.
And housing the hungry.
Yeah. Just give them gingerbread. It's nutritious.
Yeah. And you can build a house.
I think it's
it's incredible.
I guess my last question for you is, what do you gonna do in this Christmas? What do you got going on?
I mean, what am I doing today? This Christmas?
Yeah, every day is Christmas, Ryan.
I'm on a podcast right
now.
With my buds, we've been doing this podcast together for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
We have.
We've covered a lot.
I don't always turn my Zoom. I'm the quiet one. I think fan favorite.
I think so.
Agree. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So, okay. Well, do you want to, is your manager around? Do you want him to talk?
Yeah. He's the one who helps me with my public appearance. Oh, you are mentioning like, what am I like doing kind of in town?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course.
Here in Seattle. Yeah. Yes. So
we know that you're not just talking to us about Christmas. You got to talk to other people too.
Well, I try to, as I go through, been to a lot of places.
Yeah.
And one of the places I come to is Seattle. Once a year, usually closest to the false and weakest Christmas, kind of. To lend some spiritual support. And I will just kind of doing what we do. We've been doing I will answer questions about Christmas to help people survive the night. So starting, and then it's not just for people who do not want to go up the stairs to go to the anarcho-socialist, decentralized, queer-led theater collective that I work with, Annex Theater. We also, they have used technology so people can use machines so I can come into your home and actually ask questions for a while. That happens December 12th is when it happens. And then I go all the way to Christmas Eve. I mean, technically they're all on Christmas Eve, but the one that's most recognized is Christmas Eve, the 24th. So that's what and then usually I then wander and then I come back.
Well, it's amazing. We've seen the show before and it really darkens the spirits
in the best way.
At the right time, when we need it the most, I think.
Well, light can be very loud sometimes.
It's so loud.
And there's something really gentle about the shadow. And that is all kind of. So the reason why the government has decided that December 25th, that 12/25, 1225, is the Christmas, is because it's really the weakest of Christmases. because a few days before was the strongest of Christmases, the solstice, when the light is the day is just a tiny, tiny, ugly baby, right? And the night is a tall, handsome man. And that is when the depth between the stars and the noise from other places is not drowned out by the lights, and we can really be part of that small thing and this big thing. But then that baby starts to get bigger, and that tiny handsome man, that tall handsome man, that handsome knight recedes, right? And on 1225 is when the human eye can recognize that the days are getting longer, right? And then maybe people tell you, we'll see, darkness will never be forever. There will always be the light to hide it. And that is the lie that the soda companies and the government bank on.
Yep. Wow.
Well, I hope you all survive the night and have a Merry Christmas.
You too, Gary. Or Chug. You're Mr. Plum.
Mr. Plum. You don't.
Jesus Christ.
You don't get to call him Chug.
You're right.
Like
You're
that's
right.
just not.
Wait. So I heard that name. What was that name? You said
Mr. Plum. Mr. Plum.
The other one. The two names. The
Sugar.
No. It started with a J, I believe.
Jonas.
No, there's a name that I hear.
I don't remember.
J for the first name, C for the last. I'm kind of
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I probably.
I
said
don't like
that,
to talk
yeah.
about that guy.
Well, who is that guy? I mean, what does he have to do with Christmas? I hear
He always gets brought up, but I don't think he has anything to do with it.
I mean, I don't know. Do you know this guy?
I think
I've never met him.
What did he do?
It feels like he knew that Christmas. It feels like he's trying to hijack Christmas.
Well, I mean, is he? I mean, I haven't. I hear a lot of people talk about him. Supposedly, he was a nice guy, but the people who seem really into him aren't necessarily that nice.
It's true.
But,
I don't know if he would like them that much.
Yeah. How is he associated with Christmas? Do we know?
From what I understand, he's tried to tell people that that's his birthday.
Did he though? I mean, well, it is. I mean, your birthday.
I mean, is it?
Christmas.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, let me tell you about a special.
I've never met him, so I don't know for sure.
Day.
Every day is Christmas, right? So it's technically
so,
true.
Yeah, we were all born on Christmas.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're actually going to be doing your show for your first night this year on my birthday on December 12th.
So, there we go. Well,
there's a shared date.
Okay, well, I gotta go. Unless Graham, you want to talk any more trash?
No, Graham, don't you fucking do it, Graham.
Sorry, Mr. Plum.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Oh, Sugar Plum Gary just shows up out of nowhere and been hiding here this whole time.
Apparently he's been here, the whole time. We just now I feel like we really should have
now it
been.
makes sense.
Hey guys.
Hey, Emmett.
Oh shit, Emmett.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
Well, I've been out running errands, putting up posters for, I don't know if you know, I help produce a Christmas show every year called Sugar Plum Gary with my friend. But I just came in and the iPad was on, and I heard your voices. So,
well, I don't know if you know this, but I mean, I know that you know Gary or heard of him at least, or have been around him.
I mean,
he was in your house.
We communicate. We're not really. We've never been seen together. Well, okay. I do host the show. I do.
Oh, cool. Well, he apparently he's been in your house and hiding on this podcast the whole year.
Yeah,
so
he's been on our podcast for an entire year.
As a credit.
Really? Fucking Gary, man.
Yeah, one of.
Using it for a credit and everything.
He calls you guys the four hostmans.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. The last time I saw you was in Austin, so it's good to see you again.
Yeah, and Gary actually did that festival too. Did he? I
didn't see him. I didn't see him down there.
Yeah, I know. We were ships passing in the night there. So
yeah.
I was always missing each other, never in the same place at the same time.
Yeah. Did he have a good time at the altercation?
I think he really did have a good time. What was fun is there was another Christmas act there, Sandy Claus, with the I don't know the name off the top of the head of the comedian who does that show, but Santa's gayer, drunker older sister was kind of the premise, and it was really neat to see kind of an interpretation, another different interpretation. Still very anti-capitalist. I don't know if you've ever talked to Gary. He's pretty leftist. And he has dragged me with him over the years, which is kind of, because we do occupy the same space. And it's been interesting doing the show Gary has been part of my life for maybe 15 years, right?
Right.
Yeah. Starting as an idea and then growing. But sometimes I'm at the point where I can just kind of step back and let him have a conversation, right? And I'm like,
right.
Oh, okay. I guess that's how he feels, right? Because I kind of have the thing. There are people that come to the shows, and on a really good one. Professional clowns, trained clowns and yoga nerds and Budo practicers and hypnotists, and they say they're pretty sure I put myself in a trance, like on a really good show.
Oh, interesting.
Nice. I could see that, honestly.
And there will be some times where I feel like I'm just like standing behind him, and kind of just maybe whispering in his ears, or even like the better the show, the more distance I get, and just kind of.
Almost as if you're a puppeteer.
That's
almost.
Well, no,
beautifully.
I'm not driving. It's like I become the passenger and he's driving the bus, right?
Nice.
So.
That's beautifully unhinged.
Yeah, it's but I think that in like even in like stand up, if I have a specific character when I do you know what I mean, it's me, but it's an enhanced version of me, you know what I mean, and you do start to like have the like I'm this guy, you know what I mean, like it's a weird, and then you get into like consciousness and what it really is.
There's an amplification of persona that can happen, but you can also, not to be one of those, we're truth tellers up there, but sometimes you're most honest right there, right?
For sure.
And also you get that chance to choose who you want to be. I call it, I don't know if you've had this happen, but like I've had like I call it bullet time. I don't know if it feels like you are a few seconds ahead of your set.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
The words are coming out, but there's kind of slow, and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to tweak this word, or I'm going to just do that. Yep. And where you can kind of, and it also, there's kind of like, you can feel like that electric connection to the audience, And I think that stuff is really valid. There's a reason why religion has been so successful in, keeping people bundled up. And I think it's because there's this kind of primal thing that happens when we tell stories or when we stand in front of each other, right? And that there is a real electricity. And is it a biochemical thing, or is there something bigger happening? But what I love about it is that we have chosen to, kind of tread in that cosmic connection by doing dumb shit, by doing fart jokes,
Yeah, 1000%.
By kind of, exploring these kind of, the sort of fun and transgressive. So.
I think it's an interesting thing too, because like when it comes to comedy, there are certain comics and certain people that truly do go into another world when they're on stage. And like, a perfect example is our dearly departed friend, Brad Brake. Like anybody that ever had the opportunity to see Brad was like, it was so fucking crazy because it was like he would go on stage and a switch would flip and nothing else mattered. Like he became just this personal cyclone of energy and everything. And then when he would come off stage, he would be like, did it go good? It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
what did he call it? The French something when he would
put a cigarette in his ass?
Cigarette in his ass and sing Alouette. And
Yeah.
I hosted his wake because you couldn't be there.
Right.
And Brad was extremely complicated, but I mean, he's an example, his demons caught up to him, but I think, he opened himself up to this weird, wild thing and he chased it. Right. And it eventually, I think he just caught the car once,
Sure.
And it kind of,
he caught the car tire. He was chasing it. He finally caught the car tire.
Like another person who embraces this, and we're going to be doing some Seattle scene talk, and I apologize, boys. There's a guy named Kermit Apio.
Love Kermit. Absolutely.
I don't know if you Kermit Apio, who I think for a lot of us was one of the first guys to take us on the road, first headliner to headline one of our shows. This guy's been doing comedy for 40 years. Dude from Hawaii is a dad, right? And he kind of has his jokes, he started comedy in the 90s and you can feel that, but also he's still able to connect with people still by kind of bringing them into this casual dad world that he lives in. Is it as loud as maybe what something does or as high concept? But the fact that like he can, and he can do it. I do a curate a show for The Stranger, which is our alt paper out here, the undisputable champions of Seattle comedy, right? And it kind of a spin-off of something that happened in Portland, and now we do our eyes. And I try to have like a legacy spot. And so I had Kermit come and do that, and to see him, and he came up in like shorts, and he just was totally dadding it up. But then to see like people who were skeptical, and then at the end of his 7 minutes, there were 700 people that were absolutely in love with him. And I think that, that's a subtle religious experience there, right? That is much less damaging than sitting on a hard pew. With the gospel, right?
I think there's something very similar in that the way you describe the bullet time thing as a musician, like, and just thinking about all other musicians and stuff, like, I think that factors in a lot, like, especially in performance, but even in writing.
Yeah.
Like that being able to step back and see what's going to come next.
Yeah.
Is very much, and it makes a lot of sense that stand-ups want to be rock stars and rock stars want to be funny.
I think writing is weird though, because it comes from it comes from a weird place, because you kind of don't, like, you have like an idea of what you want to write, and you have a general sort of like goal, but as you're writing, the book is sort of writing itself. It's a weird
yeah, and you're talking about just writing, like in your horror fiction that you write.
Yeah,
right?
horror fiction, or even the hard times and stuff like that. Like the best jokes that I wrote in the hard times, or I've written in the hard times, is like stuff that just was sort of like almost like dead brain just coming out of my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like.
Yeah, I've had that happen, a few times. And sometimes I've woken up and had just a joke in my head, or a thing, or an idea, or that now that I just have to work on and go like that. I got to see Joe Hill speak a few weeks ago. Son. And I mean, that guy is just adorable, right? And he talks like one of his father's characters, like in Quake, that probably don't exist, but now they exist because he said them out loud, sort of thing. But he talked about when he wrote Heart-Shaped Box, which I think is one of the scariest books ever read. Have you guys read this here?
No.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
And it's
okay, Graham, you're gonna love this. It's you're gonna really identify it. It's about this kind of piece of shit, burnt out, rotten. But it's this guy. He was, a popular goth rocker, right? And in his retirement, in his kind of, he likes to acquire cursed items. So he's always trolling to buy, trolling the internet to find, something unique and haunted and cursed. And so he acquires a dead man's suit that's supposedly haunted that comes in a heart-shaped box. But the thing is, with that dead man's suit also comes the dead man, who is an evil hypnotist, the ghost of an evil hypnotist. And then what proceeds to happen is this unstoppable force then chases him through memory and time and the country and the distance. And it is great. He said, though, while writing that book, he thought it was going to be a short story. He thought it was just going to be about an unlikable character who, out of hubris bought a thing and then met his end. But then the story just kept going. Just kept going. And he's like, sometimes you just open the door and see how big the room is, right? So,
right.
And I think, and just like this thing, like Sugar Plum Gary was just kind of a dumb idea I thought I was going to do once. At a weekend at the Fresh Grounds New Works Festival in Portland, to kind of put an idea to bed, and then it became something.
It became a whole other thing.
Yeah, and and then has had really real life implications, right? So I have this whole community of families that come every year, and I've seen people grow up, and it's also my attitude towards Christmas is kind of changed, where I think it is what's beautiful about it. And let me sell this to you, Ryan.
Okay.
Sell the holidays to you.
Okay.
That is the reason why there's this thing happening with the lights and the songs, the snacks and the dinners of all that time. Is there was a time in history where this time of year, where people would die if we didn't all gather together and feed each other, and because there were things with teeth out there and it was cold and everything, right? And so it was kind of a cultural mandate to come and kind of have this time, and it was almost sort of these moments, and there's something really beautiful about creating a space where our backs can be against the darkness and we all take care of each other, right? And the thing is, though, it's like winter is always now. There's no easy time of the year, right?
Right.
True.
And all of that. And I think this pure, wonderful thing of like sharing and protecting each other from the things with teeth and all that. But it's a cultural mandate. So it's because we're all doing it, even those that don't want to do it, right?
Right.
But then, of course, people, those in power, have found ways to pacify and commodify it. But the true thing so Kate and I, and Kate is Jewish, so we actually do Hanukkah at my house.
Nice.
Christmas is my job. Hanukkah is
Also, Kate rules.
Yeah, she's
just want to shout that out.
Yeah. I think one of the first questions that I get if I go to a festival or anywhere is like, "Oh, is Kate with you?" And sometimes when they say no, they walk away. But
I don't even know why I'm here.
There's something, and also what's pretty cool, Ryan, is I would say one of the most kick-ass ghost stories ever is set on Christmas Eve, right? It's through time and space. It's all of that,
Sure.
It takes down the rich, it's anti-capitalist time bending ghost story, right? Because it is spooky.
Sure.
It is.
Sure.
And it is almost, and I Gary and I feel the same way about Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, and I know I share a name with it and everything. But and the whole O. Henry thing, is the gift of the Magi. All of that is, there's this miracle, this one time a year when people without nothing can miraculously find nothing. Fuck that. You know,
Right.
what if we just did it always like so? Like soup kitchens will be like, hey, you know what could be really great? I think it's cool that you want to come and hang out in December, but how about you show up in August?
Yeah, why don't you show up when everybody's camping instead of helping here and we have
Yeah,
nobody?
why
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
you
right.
show up when or that bleak thing? And so, you know, when I say Christmas is every day or the other guy, you know, we it is, you know, I kind of do feel it, you know. It's
Yeah.
this time of this long winter and this terrible night where the only way to make it through is by finding light and giving.
I like that. That's sort of how I came to like pigeons.
I feel like it was just me telling you over and over again that pigeons are cool birds.
Oh my!
No,
Well,
I had to
we've
read the
that's
history of pigeons, and then
one
I
of the
came up.
biggest crimes of humanity is what we've done to pigeons.
It's
Yeah,
true. It's fucking true.
And I
yeah.
know it's already, you know, we can eventually talk about horror. But if my $1 trillion idea, if I was a trillionaire, first of all, I wouldn't stay a trillionaire, or probably a billionaire very long. Pigeon cathedrals. Okay, hear me out. Pigeon cathedrals would be places that we take we build these structures, right? So we can take we can finally give a home to these pigeons, right? These areas where they thrive, where the whole environment is for them, right? These big structures, and the primary is to give these orphans these things we loved and then collectively decided, fuck our babies, right? Push them out of our homes. So you go there and but to do that, first of all, you'd have to find a space and reclaim the land. There's a lot of places we've wrecked, but maybe we can do that. Sure. You'd have to get a bunch of people, though, would have to maintain these, first build them. So there's jobs there. And then you're going to need caretakers, right? Also, I'm sure there is going to be a lot of pigeon shit. There has to be a use for that, right?
Right.
Sure.
Maybe this is a whole thing. And this whole culture of, you know, because we used to do that. There used to be generational projects, you know, it'd be like, we're going to build roads all over Europe. When's that going to happen? Well, not today, you know.
Right.
But maybe my grandkids, they'll have roads, you know. I won't, but my grandkids will have roads. But so this multi-generational thing of building these pigeon cathedrals, and what would we learn from that?
I mean,
I love it.
You know, I have a friend who actually has a pet too. She has 2 pet pigeons, which first off, I just didn't know that anybody in New York had that at all. But like, I saw how she interacts with them, and like, not only are they intelligent, like really intelligent birds, they're also extremely personable. Like they actually really like they love their people. Like you can pet them, like they're very cuddly. Yeah.
Yeah, we gave them the soft break, the open heart, the soft break, you know, that we did to the wolves. Unsuccessful with cats.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. They soft brained us, you know.
Yeah.
We found a hurt pigeon at a job I worked at in east side of downtown Portland a bunch of years ago, and we called the Audubon Society, and they said they don't take pigeons.
No.
So like it's weird because it's like it's actually I've been it's funny that we're talking about this because I've been thinking about this a lot lately because I saw another hurt pigeon downtown, and we actually made such a fuss, and that the guy was like, I like pigeons. He was like, all right, bring it here. We'll just take it and deal with the situation. And because it was hurt, and you know, we didn't want to, it was you know what I mean? And like, what do you do with a hurt pigeon? I don't want it to you know what I mean? It's like this animal that's like like semi-wild, you know what I mean? And so I've been thinking about it a lot because it really is like, it just shows like how classism works at all levels. You know what I mean? Like
1,000%. Yeah.
Right. Like, oh, if it was a big cool condor I found, they'd be like, sweet, come on, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you know, or like an osprey or something like that.
If it was almost any other bird. to be honest.
Exactly. And then they were like, no, just because there's a million pigeons, and you're just like, yeah, but they're like straight up like lives as well. And if we value the life of one bird, we should value the life. We should have the excess, you know what I mean? And I get that I get that, like, you know, like you would need probably $1 bazillion for.
There we go. What I'm saying. So
right, yeah.
So you'd be like, we got this hurt pigeon. You're like, well, let's call the Pigeon Cathedral Association,
the Pigeon Cathedral
right?
people, yeah.
They should be able to take care of it.
Yeah, no, and they will come out, well, because they'll be doing this kind of collective effort to rehome these pigeons, right? To gently bring them somewhere, you know, and that doesn't. But you know what I think would happen too when then the cities were free of pigeons, we'd miss them.
Yeah.
Well,
we'd miss that noise and we'd do that. But then kind of really, I learned about a thing called string foot. Are you familiar with this? Where a piece of string will get around a pigeon's foot and it will lose circulation, and then that's when you get the big weird foot there where it's swollen, and then the foot,
or if it's got the amputated foot where it's just got that happens.
Yeah, and that's just rough, you know, kind of what we have done, you know, and we didn't do it, but you know,
but we kind of did.
Well,
I mean, like, as a people,
we should. The thing is, I mean, I think we should look at the consequences of those, of the actions of those before us, and see what we can to improve them. And it's almost kind of, giving is a selfish act, right? Even if it is, you're not going to get the consequences back. It's going to be ripples out there, and eventually something's going to come back to somebody you love, unless you're kind of a monster.
Sure.
And I think, we're kind of seeing that, like, you know, I never owned slaves, but
I would hope not.
I am like the great grandnephew of the founder of the KKK.
Right.
Which, there's a lot of us out there, right? And part of my, mom's side of the family benefited from Southern privilege. And I think anytime you fix an unfair system or attempt to, everybody benefits, because that's, will lay a foundation for maybe if you're in a vulnerable state, that's a lesson how to fix that problem.
Mm-hmm.
So what I love about this podcast is we have talked for an hour about everything but horror. So
right.
we
have talked about the most horrifying things.
But, I was going to say
for sure.
I will go back on kind of the church stuff and comedy and everything. I think one of the reasons why comedians flock to horror is because laughter is a fear response, and it's just the same. The things that make good horror make really good comedy. Right?
100%.
Very true.
And I also think that things that make horror really good are empathy. You know, I think that romance can hit really hard in horror. Prince of Darkness, John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. Mm-hmm. I think one of the most beautiful, tragic love stories. My wife and I watched it one Valentine's Day. She's like, I'd never seen it. And we're there and we're like, and we specifically didn't want to watch a romantic movie. And then what do we see? First of all, it's a movie about women in STEM. That's awesome, right? A bunch of so many female scientists and everything. And it's about two people, two grad students. They kind of find each other. They're fumbling around in this relationship. There's a really beautiful moment where he's about to say something to her, and it's a pillow talk, and she goes, "Don't say it." And he goes, "How did you know what I was going to say?" And she goes, "Well, if it's not what I thought you were going to say, I don't think I could stand it." Whoa! Holy shit! What a beautiful thing, right? And then the Antichrist starts
right
in our dimension, and she ends up throwing herself in, like actually going into the hell dimension to save the world.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the look on her face, the look that they share of heartbreak, like, because they love each other. They never had a chance to say it out loud. They're soulmates. There's something there. And then she gives it all up to save the universe and him. And then the final thing is he's dreaming, and how the dreams were. And he goes to touch that mirror to see if she's behind there. And because he sees her, and then you just don't know. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is.
Yeah.
And sometimes
that's all the horror we needed, I think. Just a perfect retelling of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to give the kill list a shot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
All
it
right.
has changed since last time we had you on the show. We should definitely give that a shot.
Did we do I think I made you guys play Fuck, Marry, Kill with Dracula, Frankenstein, and what was the Wolfman, right?
I believe we did do that last time.
Yeah. Fuck. I'll do it again. Fuck the Wolfman for sure.
Yeah, especially after that last movie.
But no, fuck the Wolfman for sure. Mary Frankenstein. You know what I mean? Like, he's got purpose. You know what I mean?
So I could fix him.
Yeah. and then kill Dracula because ultimately he's an elitist and an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Real quick before we do the kill list, I actually wanted to bring this up because me and Ryan were talking before the show about Dracula and how Dracula's a tough one to tell. Like, the story is a tough one to tell and to make it actually a good movie. But because you brought up the idea of romance in horror, I actually just watched the Luc Besson Dracula movie that's actually going to be coming out in February. It's going to be coming out in February, and I caught a screening of it. And it is literally called Dracula: A Love Tale. And it's got Caleb Landry Jones playing Dracula, and it is such a better Dracula movie than any of the other ones that I've seen. And it's because it focuses on the love aspect and like the lost love aspect and him being essentially this, being that's been stuck in a body for 400 years trying to get the love of his life back. And it's a really interesting retelling of it, and it actually ended up being a really good fucking movie.
Isn't that like The Mummy?
No.
I mean, that is. I mean,
The Mummy's also kind of a romance.
I mean, The Mummy is a romance for sure.
Yeah, I would say. But those kind of star-crossed lover, that whole you're my soulmate thing. Sometimes if you boil it down, it's just like a shitty dude that won't say no to a woman.
For sure. Yeah.
That won't take no from a woman. But I mean, that's interesting. What I really like too, just in general, I think that horror is one of the easiest places to retell a story, right? Or
100%
allowed more, 100%. So because part of it is it not everybody's looking at it, it's kind of the ugly stepchild sometimes sitting around and kind of it's the whole independent spirit of it. But so like a story will be that there's no other film genre that a series will have 7 of them, right? Right.
And it's the reason why I always say that horror is the dominant genre.
Yeah.
Well, I also, sometimes I wonder, do I like horror or do I just like emotional driven storytelling with strong imagery that takes me to places I haven't been before and pushes taboo, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And also,
and you know what?
Slasher shit.
Amelie does all of that.
Yeah, Amelie does do all that. But Amelie is kind of horrific in a weird way.
You know what? You would just have to tweak her just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It would be like as big a stalker as
terrifying.
Audition. The Amelie to audition dial.
Right.
Here's the real difference. Yeah. Most people are down to watch Friday the 13th Part 7, and absolutely fucking nobody would want to see The Hangover 7. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just...
Are we there yet?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's just
I
like
mean,
there's
people
no
went to go see Fast and Furious 7.
Yeah, there's 12 of
that
them.
one. Those are different though.
Those
Those are
They
different.
are a little. I mean, they're just cars
Yeah, like action movies are
and
kind of
family.
action movies are
retelling.
in the same vein
There's
as
a lot
horror.
of horror beats there and there, but it also, again, you're like, okay, this is a real cool idea, and then you'll see it and it's told in a strange way, and it's like, okay, what if we do that idea again, that universal thing, and which is
Right.
there's so many things. I mean, I love
Whereas Nightmare on Elm Street, there was a different version like every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a different way,
Halloween too. Yeah.
Halloween, and to see that, and I'm okay with shitty remakes, because occasionally you get a real good one, right? And keep
Hell yeah.
thing alive. But we also, though, maybe let's find new ways to tell a story and not focus on, get some original IP.
Yes.
And there's a lot of it in indie horror.
Yeah, and there's always something kind of new and wonderful. And Graham, you also turned me on to two of my favorite recent watches. Last year, you brought up Stuffin' or whatever.
Yes,
ultra
Stuffing. Yes,
Australian Christmas.
Nobody's ever fucking seen or heard of it either.
Well, me and you, baby.
Yeah.
And then that the one about the mouth angel that you recommended to me. The big guy.
Glorious?
No. The one Chomper or something. Chompy
and the Girls.
Chompy and the Girls.
Such a great one.
And it's just this beautiful, fun thing, and it's so, and I think a horror will provide a place where we all relate. Why I chose Christmas too is because we all have big feelings kind of there, but it's also undefined. And that's what's great about horror too, because it's really about like the questions. And if you do get answers, it just gives you more questions, or it's definitely not the answer you want, which is what, for me growing up in Cosmic Truth, as a Mormon, it made me think, well, what if there is a cosmic truth? What if God is real, but he's not what we thought he is, which is what H.P. Lovecraft's kind of idea.
Yeah.
So what if they are higher powers, but they don't give a shit, or they're hostile to it? So the question is, what if Santa was real, but how would you deal with that, right? And, and Gary is a silver linings guy, right? He's just
I love that.
Yeah. All right, let's give you the kill list.
All right, there we go. This has been a long, beautiful journey.
It has been awesome.
We're gonna do plugs at the end, probably.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
First one, Chucky or Pinhead?
Ooh.
You answer these questions however you interpret them when we ask them.
Okay, but so the kill list is okay.
No,
so
it's just
a bunch. It's
just
six
questions.
Different. It's not who you kill. It's you could take this as who you'd want to sleep with, or who scares you more, or who makes
who's your favorite. Like
whatever. I'm gonna go with Pinhead. Even though the Hellraiser series is definitely so full of crap. Like it lost a few visions. The ones that work are absolute bangers.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's 4 of them that I think are amazing. And of course, the original Hellraiser 2, Hellbound, is I think one of my just favorite horror movies.
Yeah,
I actually think it's better than the
opening scene of like, okay,
I do too.
When they put Julia's skin back on, and then that weird universe that we got and their vision of it's not even hell, and all of that is invalidated down the road. And then the remake,
fantastic.
The reboot was beautiful and truer to Hellbound.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yep.
And it's just this ritual, and the Cenobites are cool, and all of the performancers are awesome, and that ending it's a near perfect movie, I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, the the fourth one is Event Horizon, which is a fantastic Hellraiser movie, right?
Yeah,
you know, that's the Hellraiser.
I like that. That's a good.
Not the one.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 Hellraisers I like too.
But I will say, you know, Chucky, the series is sort of cool. I love how he's become a gay icon. It's big and messy. And immortal.
No, and the series, the movie series too, is very well done and get better. Like,
well, Brad Dourif, like, he's just, right.
He's killing it. I'm so glad he's still holding on to that.
I also really liked the reboot. I thought it was cool.
I was a big fan of it. I thought it was
great. And I thought he was a much more soulful and, you know, making him not like a serial killer, not inherently evil, just kind of broken.
Right.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Great.
What movie would you remake?
You know, I was just thinking about this. I'm going to say Robot Monster.
Wow.
Does anybody see Robot Monster?
I have seen Robot Monster.
I don't think so.
Okay, so but you've seen Robot Monster in that it is a B movie icon of this gorilla body.
Yeah.
With the diver's helmet, right?
Right.
Yes.
And it's a minimalist production. Everybody has been wiped out except for 4 or 5 people, a family and a scientist, his family, and one guy. And there's these aliens, right, that all look like this, that have been using cosmic rays to decimate planets and take over the universe, right? And again, a love story, because the robot gorilla falls in love with the female and then ends up, you know, and it becomes a whole thing. I would be really interested to, first of all, though, if you do remake it, you have to keep the gorilla body in the aquarium helmet.
Yeah,
right.
You have to do that. But then but also I think just the high concept and thing about the last people on Earth and this, and it's about consciousness, right? It's about this thing that gets infected by almost the human spirit. You know, it's almost, you know, it's that whole episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where the Borg gets infected by Independence, right, and then goes and
sure.
I would love to see Robot Monster remade, but there's definitely some great, beautiful horror franchises that or movies that were fun. That'd be like, well, what if somebody good like a Fede Alvarez or somebody took a stab at this,
right?
So.
Yeah.
You know.
I love the Alvarez drop. All right. If you could erase one movie from existence, what would it be?
Well, you know, last year I said Wrath of Becky. And I think some people really felt some feelings about it. And I have not changed my opinion.
That's totally fair. It's totally fair.
I mean, I could say, like, I don't know. I mean, there's some movies that I think have done more harm than good, like Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is the whole thing.
We're Forrest Gump haters here.
Said Forrest Gump a few times.
Yeah, I would say Forrest Gump.
Fuck that movie.
I also say Titanic.
Yeah.
That.
I've actually never seen Titanic.
But keep some of the good. I mean, the special effects are great and the new things, but you know, and you do love that story that, you know, James Cameron was such an asshole. Somebody tainted the catering with PCP one night. I don't know if you've ever read that, but
no, I haven't. But,
yeah, it's a whole thing. But you know, I think that Titanic, there'd be a much more compelling story about the Titanic, about like the hubris of building this unstoppable thing and everything. And I just, back when I worked at a video store, you know, they would sell Titanic in the 2 and sometimes 3 VHS sets for $100.
We had the two VHS set at my house. My little sister and brother loved the movie, so we bought it.
We had to box them up We had to keep them behind locked things because Mormon housewives kept on stealing the things. But I'm going to say Wrath of Becky. I'm going to say Wrath of Becky to clear the way. We did not get the sequel that we needed to Becky. That sugary whatever thing they gave us.
I think we're still gonna get the sequel to Becky that we need, but yeah.
I love conviction on erasing a movie that's fairly well liked by most of the people that saw the first. And that's punk rock as fuck, and I love it.
Yeah.
So go for it.
Listen, I love the movie and I respect your answer, so we're good. Like
yeah, no, it's great. It makes me think. Maybe he's right. Alien or Aliens?
Alien 4.
That's wild.
Alien 4. Oh my goodness.
Resurrection, baby.
I love the world it gives us. The robot
100%.
Revolution. Sigourney Weaver at her hottest, right?
Hottest. It's the sexiest
7
one.
foot tall, just jacked, acid blood, good at basketball. You know, all of what I look for in a woman. So, just you got Brad Dourif, like it. Of course, it's by the guy who did Amelie. Again, and just. I think it's
fuck has Amelie come up twice in the show? So
that is weird. Yeah,
it's a beautiful meaty space fantasy right there.
I fucking love. You're dead on. I'm so glad we had somebody else bring that up for the first time. I've always loved it because I have the mole, the exact same mole. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah,
right there.
Yeah,
that Winona had. To plug herself in.
Yeah.
And so I've always been a fan of that movie. But it's got like a comic book vibe to it almost. It's really fucking great. All right, basement or attic?
Well, my friend Gary, pretty much I think he exists in a series of basements, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's always in a basement, and honestly, I think the room he's in becomes a temporary basement.
Fair.
So there was some ask if he had powers, Ryan, and I think that's it. That he wanders through the perpetual basement, Right. And I think that there's a few of those. I think he's kind of his power is wandering, right?
Sure.
And going through there. One of my first.
Just like the Blair Witch.
Yeah, there we go. Actually, you know what movie I'd get rid of? Book of Shadows.
Oh, no.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I know. Who was it that recommended? Was that Ryan?
It was Ryan. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it too.
What a great fucking movie. I remember hating it and I revisited it, and in fact, yeah.
It's fun as fuck.
Yeah.
But my first apartment, like place that I lived in Seattle, that I really kind of found myself. I lived in the top section of a kind of house that had been sectioned into 3 units. What's that, triplex or something like that? But it was an old house. It used to be the band The Posies band house. So occasionally we would have someone just got out of prison who'd want to show up and buy drugs or something.
Sure.
It happened a few times. But I lived in the attic room of this with 7 dudes, and I was the most normal one. So you can really think about what that house was. But it was, when it would rain, it was the coolest thing. Just living in this attic, be the weird little attic guy was just awesome. And I loved that. When I went and did Savage Henry Comedy Festival, and I stayed in Arcata, and the wonderful lady who put me up, it rained and it started hitting the roof, and I realized it'd been 20 years since I've slept under rain,
yeah.
Because right now I'm on the 3rd floor of a 4-story apartment building and stuff like that, but But man, yeah, attic.
All right.
I'm a big fan of the attic too.
But I am very basement friendly, and it's,
Yeah.
you know.
All right. Favorite kill of all time.
I love horror for so many reasons, and I do love like a fun kill, but I'm not really one of those guys who's in it for the kills, right? I'm much more in it for the other things, right?
For sure.
But man, do I love a good head explosion, right? Like a fun, just a fun, gooey burst, right? You know, Scanners was my first, and I love the fact that what they shot a shotgun into a balloon full of meat or something like that to get that really thing. I love the end of oh my god. Me and this guy Andy used to sit in the back of geography class, and we'd have scanner battles with each other.
Nice.
So good.
But Ready or Not, that end scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's super fun. Like, you just give me like a real fun squelch. I like somebody gets chopped in half.
Sure.
Yep.
Slide. I like
a
good slide there.
There's a great one in 13 Ghosts, I think.
That's actually my favorite kill this week, is the 13 Ghost lawyer split.
Nice.
I think. Oh, here's Lily. Are you showing up? Okay.
No.
There you go.
But I think. Okay. On Dread, the one with Carl Urban, that's essentially Raid Redemption, but totally works. Retell that story. All you want. When he gives her the drug that slows down time, when she has the drug that slows down time, and then she's kicked off and she has to fall all those stories, and she's just stuck in that perpetual fall.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
And then I would go and say, for my favorite non-kill, I love, again, to go back to that Hellraiser remake. When that guy gets his wish granted and he becomes God.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
Those are excellent
so
answers.
Good.
I like the thought that you put into them. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, you gave yourself like a moment to come up with something solid, and that's really appreciated. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well, I just want to drag out our time together because, who knows what the world will bring.
Because you're like, it's almost over, and
I'm glad we got through it, because I am about to lose power on my computers anyway. So if I all of a sudden disappear,
that's why.
All right. Well, go ahead and give us your recommendations real quick, Rem.
Oh, the Broke Downs put out a new album. It's called Let's Tip the Landlord. It's sarcastic. It's very good. The whole album's really, really good. And Sloth Rust. It just yelled at me. Sloth Rust put out You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Their version of
It's great.
You're a Mean One. It's so fucking good. Like, I didn't really care for that song that much. If I heard it while watching the cartoon version, I wasn't angry, but I wouldn't want to go out to like listen to that song. It fucking rips. Sloth Rust are amazing. Just listen to Sloth Rust a lot. And for some just good gnarly hardcore, Vex HC. I think they're from New Zealand or Australia. I'm not sure. I could be way off on that, but they're great.
They might be. Yeah, they're Australian.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. But yeah, I like them a lot. Anyway, that's all I need.
Okay,
cool.
I'll hit mine real quick. Music. Listen to Sophia Isella. All of it. Listen to all of her fucking music. She fucking rules. For streaming, I'm gonna do a Christmas horror movie, and I'm gonna do Christmas Bloody Christmas, and that is on Shudder. And that one's fun as fuck because it's like robot Santa.
Is that the Joe Bagos one?
Yeah. Yeah, that one's fun as fuck. Like, it's just super fun.
Yeah.
And for physical media, I'm gonna go Dr. Giggles because it's old school and it fucking rules. I'm gonna do a Criterion Collection Gummo 4K because that one you should definitely check out because it's a Feel Bad Friday movie. And then I'm gonna go with a Christmas one that a lot of people don't like that I like because it's terrible in the best way. That is Black Xmas, which is the slasher version remake from 2008 that is just disgusting. And it's cheesy as fuck, and it's just really, really fun.
It's really good. And I actually really like the other one too that's nothing to do with Black Christmas, but it's called Black Christmas.
The most recent remake?
Yeah, I actually really dig that one.
I rewatched it and I liked it more than I liked it the first time, but it's definitely it's its own thing for sure.
Is that Black Xmas? Is that Vincent D'Onofrio? Is that one or no?
No, Vincent D'Onofrio is not in this one. This one has this is the one that has the killer living in the attic. He gets released from the psychiatric ward and like starts taking people's eyes and shit. He lives in the attic.
Is that not Vincent D'Onofrio, or is that just in my mind? That
it's just in your mind. Yeah. He looks like Vincent D'Onofrio wearing the Edgar suit.
Okay. I like that one too, and also hated it at the same time, which is what's beautiful about some movies.
It's grimy and disgusting and fun. Like that's all I got. Ryan, what about you?
Listen to the new Propaganda record. It's new this year. Yeah, I mean, like sometimes I listen to Propaganda and I'm like, they're still making records. Who are listening? Who are still buying these records?
Me.
Like, and but like the new one is so freaking good.
It's really good.
It's really good. It's actually on my top 10 records this year list. I was just like, oh my god, I guess I still like Propaganda. I mean, I love Propaganda. If you ask me if I like Propaganda, I'd be like, of course I love Propaganda. But like, when was the last time I listened to one of their records? It's been a while. It's
I mean, I listen, but I still listen to just like Less Talk, More Rock and stuff.
Yeah, but like,
or like Potemkin City Blues.
I mean, How to Clean Everything came out like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll still listen to some of those like early ones every once in a while, but like always forget they keep fucking killing it.
Right, they're still like the most talented band out there. I finally watched Good Boy today, and it's a movie. I'm glad. It wasn't like one of my favorite movies of the year. No. Is it one of the most creative movies of the year? Absolutely. Am I glad they made it? I love it. And any movie that shows a dog that much is gonna always be in my
100%. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
I think there could have been things better about it, but for what they were doing, I'm glad
they made it too.
It was
cool.
and it's just like the director's dog. You know what I mean? So
legit,
and that decision to after the movie show you what they did, I think was a really good
it was
way.
Cool.
It was super cool. So you knew that the dog was in good hands, and my God, did you not fall in love with that dog? Like
seriously,
and ultimately, I liked the movie. It was fine. I just like it was just. It felt like the flip side of it was a little convoluted, which you know what I mean.
I really dug in that movie. All the animals were named after animals that I've had in my life.
Really?
Oh.
Like Indy was a dog we had. Max is my current cat, and there was another animal name in it. What was it? Do you remember?
I don't remember off the top of my head. No.
All right. Well, anyway, go ahead. Sorry. Ryan.
So I really like that, and then I'm going to do an unrecommendation.
These are my leads.
Everything pretty much Sylvester Stallone has done has been awful. Like I saw him getting like a Medal of Honor by Donald Trump, which is already cringy enough and terrible and ridiculous enough. But then it made me think of like, so occasionally I watch a show that has a recently canceled actor on it, Jeremy Renner, mayor of Kingstown or whatever, and afterwards I'll be like cleaning the house while I'm doing it, and then afterwards we'll come on the show called like Mayor of Tulsa or something shit that
King
of Tulsa that stars Sylvester Stallone, and And like just like the first time I've noticed it for years. And Henry Rollins used to point it out that he's like, has he ever been in anything good? Is he good at all? Like, why is he still so? And then, but like, I really like watched a movie with him and Arnold Schwarzenegger where they're stuck on like a prison boat or some shit. And
Yeah, it's called Escape.
Escape
Yeah,
Plan.
yeah.
it doesn't matter what it's called because nobody should watch it and you watch it and like Arnold just does Arnold, but I don't really know what Sylvester Stallone does in this world.
Yeah.
Like I don't really know why he's still famous
Yeah.
and why.
Well, there's Frank, his brother.
Okay, well, I mean, okay, sure, but I'm just talking about like one of the most famous people in the world is Sylvester Stallone, and I just don't think he's ever been good at anything. And
Do you know
like,
what his mom
First
does
Blood.
for a living? Why she's famous?
why?
Because she reads asses. No joke. Before he was even like a big thing, she would read the imprints of people's asses, and now she does it through Xerox.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So
And I have
there
one
you
more.
go.
I have one more unrecommendation, and it is the show called Landman or whatever. I don't know if you guys have
New
seen this.
one.
With,
You're just watching Peacock?
well, it's because it's on while I clean the house. Okay, on Mondays, and where this is
These
on
are all
Monday.
I hate Peacock now.
No, but
Everyone
like,
else got rid of it.
but Landman, it with stars Billy Bob Horton, and it sucks, and like, okay, it is whatever, but they fully
pretty terrible.
sexualize his 17-year-old. Have you guys seen it at all? They
I've
fully
seen it, yeah.
No,
they-
of course we haven't, because
the
we're
fully-
adults who make choices.
They fully, but it's got like Andy Garcia and Demi Moore and like all these people in it. But the first season, they fully sexualize his like they talk about his 17-year-old daughter to the point where they actually have like a body double showing her ass.
Oh.
And I'm a little creeped out by it, and like it's like a little bothersome to me, specifically in the modern climate. You know what I mean? They're always
Right.
terrible, but like when like the president's involved in similar sort of shit. So she's 16 or 17 on the show, but all they do is talk about her having sex and stuff like that. And so I'm unrecommending Landman.
It's fair. It's a fair unrecommendation.
Yeah.
So that's anyways, on that note, Emmett, what do you got?
Okay, so you know what? I'll keep it a little Christmassy. There is on the Sugar Plum Gary show, I will not let them play Christmas music in the lobby. Because it first of all, in the universe, it's propaganda from the soda companies and the government, but also it subconsciously influences people on what questions they're going to ask. And I don't want to talk about mommy kissing Santa Claus under the Christmas tree. Just all of that stuff. The last step. There's one exception though. It's this album by a guy named Jarek Bischoff, who's actually a really cool composer out here who's done a lot of cool things. But he put out this album called Chestnuts Roasting Over an Open Fire, Walk With Me, which is instrumental Christmas music in the style of Angelo Badalamenti and with the Twin Peaks soundtrack. It's available on Bandcamp. And it is amazing. It is.
That sounds incredible.
You, Ryan, would love it. For Christmas movies, I'm going to say Tokyo Godfathers. It's one of my favorites. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's about 3 homeless people in Tokyo on Christmas Eve. They find a baby in a dumpster, and then they spend the evening in a cold, cruel city that doesn't want them there, trying to find this baby's mother, trying to save this baby's life. It's a reverse Three Magi story. And it was also one of the first. There's a character that they call a cross-dresser, but now we would recognize as a trans woman. And there's some less than delicate language about that. But that was one of that was one of my early introductions to kind of that type of queerness that they present in like a human way. And it's also just it's fantastic. It's by the guy that did Perfect Blue, right? Which is our wow, such an intense. and it's almost the other side of the coin, right? To like that guy, that psychological thriller that I think anybody who sees it, it lives in their bones. And then you have this Tokyo Godfather, which is kind of the antidote to that. So I would say Tokyo Godfathers. There's not necessarily the best dubs. I think that they might have done a remaster of it. I have a bootleg that I got, 18 years ago. And then let's see. I just started reading King Sorrow, Joe Hill's book, about the people that summon a dragon to take out their enemies, and then I had to stop reading it because when the dragon shows up, the ritual that they do is mind blowing, and then this thing just oozes pure evil, and I'm like, hey, this is 3 a.m. I'm not ready to
sure
dragon. And I'm very, very excited. It's just nice to hold a 1,000-page book.
I was just gonna say, well, don't worry, because you have plenty of time to get used to it. Because I knew it was like 900, 1,000 pages long.
And
which was,
if we're gonna go for TV, good Christmas, thing. I guess dragons are Christmassy, but. I would say
dragons are Christmassy.
They are, but I've been thinking a lot about like really almost perfect TV, and I'm gonna say, it's probably Fargo season 5. The one with what's his face, John Hamm. Was it season 5 or season 4? Season 5. The one I'm talking about? Where?
Which show?
Fargo.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they did a season 6, but Fargo season 5 is beautiful, right? It's one of the most, and it's my wife and I, we decided to get rid of Disney and Hulu and all of that for reasons, and then the Jimmy Kimmel stuff kind of cemented it, and now that they're going to be using AI and things, right? And so I mourn the loss of my access to Fargo season 5.
Right.
This just great, snowy, weird tale of redemption and lost souls.
Yeah, they did a good job making it
especially the character of the Sin Eater that, and then of course, if you, as far as streaming experiences, or if you are in the Pacific Northwest area, Sugar Plum Gary, you can get tickets at Annex Theater. That's RE because they're classy. AnnexTheater.org. And we're streaming them. There's matinees. So for you, 3 p.m. matinees. So that's going to be 7 p.m. for you East Coast folks on Sundays. And then the Christmas Eve show is pretty beautiful, which would be people have been doing it forever. Ryan, any of you guys, Ryan and Jonas, if you guys want streaming codes, let me know.
Okay. I like how the Graham hate, the Graham shade, crosses.
Kind of funny because he literally is my favorite. So
No, I love it.
I send him messages at midnight my time sometimes about my response.
Yeah.
So.
I love it. I'm always down to talk.
But yeah, Sugar Plum Gary, and I'll tell you this: if there is a weird, cool Christmas show happening in your city, and weird Christmas shows help fund fringe artists and weirdos so that they can take risks throughout the year. And so participate in your drag Christmas shows, your weird burlesque stuff, your one-man elf things, and really just participate in Christmas. And there's not a better fuck you to this idea of Christmas that the soda companies and the government have foisted on us than paying for human experience to weirdos that are going to use that to keep eating and do weird stuff. So go participate in Christmas, but in the most defiant. There's something real gay happening in your town, go find Gay Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go find Gay Christmas, and then if you can't find Gay Christmas, come to Sugar Plum Gary.
All right.
I love that.
Emmett, you are one of my favorite people.
Let's do some Portland stuff.
Yeah, let's do some Portland stuff.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. Emmett is when what you hear with Emmett is what you get in real life. He is a kind, gentle, really good human being, and I'm stoked to know you. And
thank you.
You know,
absolutely,
and to hang with you in Austin at the altercation was of course amazing. With you and your often sidekick Derek Sheen, who is also a tremendous human. I think I'm very fortunate to have run into y'all, and I'm glad to share a timeline with you.
I'm glad you did too.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Yeah, please everybody go check out Sugar Plum Gary. Literally I'm gonna watch it, and like if you're not into Christmas stuff, this is what to watch. This is the
and also if you're into Christmas Christmas stuff, this is also what to watch.
Well, right, exactly. Like this is, and I'm saying like from my perspective, who isn't a Christmas person, like this is like where we should be creating art, you know what I mean, from this sort of thing.
Well,
so
the long night comes for us all, and we have to sit through it, and so you figure out how you want to do that.
100%. And yeah, Emmett, you're welcome on the show anytime. Sugar Plum Gary is here all the time. Apparently.
Yeah,
your
fourth post.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
The fourth postman.
Anytime my feet are cold at night, it's Sugar Plum Gary.
Thank you everybody for listening. The listens have been great. We do have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com at AGHP 666, there's a bunch of different tiers. Check in on those, and if you join one of the higher tiers, you can become a member of the Army of the Goddamned. Who's on that list, Graham?
I got list. All right, yeah, Michael, Drew, Stephanie, Katie, Chris, Alan, Angela, Jasmine, Jason, Jake, Vivian, Ron, Kristen, Manny, Coleman, Jared, Michelle, Brandon. I did it.
Yeah. All right, Graham is probably going to cut out.
Yeah,
good, but I'll stick around.
We have listeners from all over the world. Thank you all so much for tuning in. United Kingdom coming in second after United States, Canada, Australia, Germany, New Zealand, United Arab Emirates, Sweden, China, Mexico, India, Turks and Caicos Islands, France, Poland, Brazil, Italy, Netherlands, Ireland, Spain, Japan, Finland, Czech Republic, Philippines, Ukraine, Puerto Rico, Taiwan. Russia has dropped down. They didn't like me saying that we could achieve peace with the Ukraine through our podcast. Apparently, Switzerland, Bangladesh. If you're listening in Bangladesh, please reach out. Please,
fuck yeah.
I mean, seriously, like, I'd love to talk to you. Argentina, South Africa, Iran, Norway. Thank you all so much for tuning in everywhere. Once again, I'm going to remind you that the holidays are hard for a lot of people, and they have given this narrative of a life that we're supposed to live. And can you please take care of yourselves? We need you. We love you, and all us horror people have to do this together. So reach out to somebody, reach out to us. We're only street doctors, but I've been in enough therapy where I feel like I could teach it. So go ahead, and
we're gonna be like those old timey 20s doctors. They're like, you got ghosts in your blood. You should do cocaine about it.
Right, exactly. But it'll be something, and we can make you laugh. And anyways, take care of yourself, and until we see you next time, please start some fires and break some glass.
Oh.